Good evening. It's been a long time, hasn't it? 12 moons. 12 moons since we've sit from any wheel and even touched clay. It's odd. I'm a little nervous. Hoping I still have what it takes. Of course, there are a few things I don't have anymore, and that's my constant companion. I used to lay here for many, many years. But my sweet Aragorn is now on Rainbow Bridge. And it's going to be very different throwing without him. But on a positive note, of course, I forget what movie it was, but they said, "Oh, he's dead? Well, then he could be anywhere." And that's kind of how I'm going to go tonight. I'm going to kind of pretend he's still here looking over it. Well, it has been an amazing ride, and I am no longer a laughing dragon. No. That's a chapter of my life I've closed. I have a lot of really good memories from the pack, my call, my best friends. But most of all of you. I mean, without you, it would have been a pretty empty time in my life. And I'd like to begin by apologizing to any of you who have been so lovely to contact on Facebook. I am, how do they call it, technophobic. And I have not kept up the way I should, but I will get better. I have had a lot of encouragement from my family and from my beta and from my son, who has been constantly, "Dad, you're going to throw. Come on, Pop, get throwing. Shot glasses, bowls, let's go." And I'm like, And of course, the truth is, I didn't listen much to him. And of course, my best friends, Jeff and Kim, who have really been side by side through all this dark time. They really have. They're very encouraging without nudging too hard. And my dogs, my family, all of it, I've needed this year. I really have. I needed this year away. As I said, I've missed you, but I needed to spend it with my family and my dogs, and to kind of heal and to emerge new. For now, we are Solstice Born, and all there is left right now is the old wolf, well, that I've always been. Well, enough of this jabber, and we'll be able to talk while I throw. Let's see if I still remember. Let's just check it out. Alright. Well, of course, as I'm manipulating this, and I'm looking daggers at my son, for he's like, "Come on, Pop, it's your first throw." And in my tribe, we call it first blood. "Let's do a double. Let's go big or go home." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" As my muscles begin to scream at me, going, "What the heck are you doing?" Now, we're going to see if we can still make it happen together, as it should be. Now, keep in mind, good people, that we're going to be posting often, so that it kind of fills that need in me of wanting to throw with you. I miss that. I miss having that in front of me. I miss sharing stories. I miss hearing stories. I miss being a part of your life. But as I am thrust into cyberspace, I guess I'll have to be content with these weekly or bi-weekly or whatever our lives get together enough. And of course our shows. Yes. We are scheduled for a show out of Somerset, New Jersey. And of course, I made a promise. I made a promise to my people, and I plan on keeping at least twice a year. My son's made me a little calendar and circled it, that we will be posting at least twice a nice camping trip to Lum's Pond. And we'll get together. Any of you want to come and join us, get yourself a campsite, and we'll hang out by the yurt. And I'll build you some gargoyles, some dragons. Of course, I can't throw, but we'll build like old times. Heck, we could even dress up and scare the crap out of the locals. That'll be fun. We'll roast a few weenies, unless, of course, my son's there. Then we'll be roasting a few packages. Yeah, that's how it works. And I'll try to recapture the fellowship, if not the atmosphere of what we have together. I have to say I appreciate all the prayers and the concerns I've heard. Yes, they keep me abreast, even though I don't check on the, on what I like to call my idiot box. Speaking of idiot box, they're thrusting me into new technology. So the next time you see me, I'm going to attempt very, very hard to not flatten my connections. Now, for those of you new to this, I'm raising the walls as best I can. And so far, so good. It hasn't turned into a large flat bowl. That's a good thing. You know, it's funny. I was kind of scared, you know, not throwing for a year. I've done a lot of different things. I've spent my time this year off exploring the wonderful world of paracord. Except, of course, you know I can't just leave things alone. So I've learned a way of bonding stone to paracord in ways I haven't seen done before. Some of them are hanging over my head, I believe. I haven't really looked around much. But you know, my first love has always been pottery. Well, actually, I think my first love was performing. That's one thing I miss, is you. I miss being out in the crowds. I miss that. But out of all the mediums, and yes, there'll be paintings, there'll be drawings, oh, the new things you're gonna see me doing. Wait till you see the faceplates I'm playing with. Whole new werewolf line, vampire line, steampunk line. Oh, you'd be amazed. We're gonna come up with some really new ideas. And yes, I know that you're watching this thing grow and going, wait a minute, I thought you were throwing your first cup. Well, I am. But through the inventions and trying new things in my life, I've been told by Jonathan that when you sit down to a cold one after a long, long day, it's always best to have at least a cup that holds a half gallon. And that's what I'm trying here. It's a good size baby. I'll be anxious to see what she looks like and what she turns into. You know, I'm liking this shape. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to make this shape a Solstice Born mug. I want my new logo on it. Maybe a wolf head or two. I'll see what it comes. She'll tell me what she needs. But the funny thing is, I'm still seeing the same shapes coming after 20 years. It's called a butler. Oh, the Celts used them for hundreds and hundreds of years. And even after making thousands of these, and I truly have made over 1,000 pieces, I never get bored with this piece, ever. There's just something about that shape. I love it. I'm hoping you will as well. I'm going to take a rib, and I'm going to stretch it out just a wee bit more. And as I near a close here of making the cylinder, I want to pass out to all you good gentles that have taken care of me over the years. I'm going to need you. I need you to visit often on the site. I'm going to need you to let me see your faces again. Keep me up to date on what's going on in your lives. That's important to me. I'll keep you up to date what's going on in mine. And we'll meet up time to time. We round this out. Firm up that lip a little bit. I know my son/director is giving me a time scale. Must be under 10 minutes, must! But fine art and fine pottery, well, they don't really follow a time scale, do they? And that's the one thing I promise with you. They'll always still be one of a kind. No two alike. They'll all be done one at a time by hand. No jigging, no molding, no casting. Nope, not for you. There, that's the shape I wanted. She's a beauty. I like that edge. You know, she might have a little bit on the bottom, but that's alright. We'll trim her up. Oh, good gentles, I thank you for joining me tonight on my new journey. And I'm going to make you a promise for those of you who have been so loyal for so long. I'm sorry that I went away for a year. But now that Solstice Born has come about, I won't leave you again. You have a good night. See you soon.